A small tip for winning more matches. It's pretty obvious, some might already know this, but a way to win more matches is to make sure your teammates are comfortable. And I've got some hard stats and evidence here to present to you. So I ran into a Reddit post by the user MaxBen34 on the r/competitive Overwatch Reddit. I'll leave that linked in the description of this post. And what he did was he played 32 matches of Overwatch competitive, and he recorded the win rates of each team and then the final result. So he will say, like, Team 1, 54% win rate, Team 2, 51% win rate. End result, Team 1 loses, or whatever. And so he recorded 32 matches like that in competitive mode. And what he found was that the team with the higher win percentage won 90% of the time. Well, how do you get the win percentage from each team? Well, what you do is you go to every single player's profile on that team, and you look at the hero that they're playing on their stats page, and then you look at the win rate on their stats page for that hero. Really, really quite monotonous, not monotonous, what would it be? I don't know, mundane task to go through every single match, but he did it, and it turned up some pretty interesting evidence. With all those numbers all averaged together, all the win rates in every team averaged together, the team with the highest average win rate would win 90% of the time, which is really, really supportive of my philosophy that, look, your team could pick Ana, Lucio, Reinhardt, Roadhog, D.Va, Soldier. That's the most meta team comp you can pick. It's, there's nothing wrong with that team comp at all. You got two healers, you got the triple tank, you got the Soldier 76, you got the Ana, you got Lucia. You're in the golden with that team comp, supposedly. But let's just say your Lucio really wanted to play Zenyatta, and he's diamond, so he's not messing around with what he's good at. When he's good at a hero, he's diamond at that hero. But he's sitting on Lucio. So what happens? Well, he doesn't say anything, perhaps, he doesn't speak up, he just, whatever, I'll play Lucio, he's a pretty easy hero to play. But it turns out he doesn't play Lucio very well. He ults at the wrong time, perhaps he's in on speed boost for a bit too long, or he doesn't quite utilize the speed boost properly. Lucio's he's not easy to play. Well, no hero is easy to play at diamond level, so you gotta know your way around a hero. But his team has forced him to play that hero. They've asked him, hey man, can you switch off Zen? He's like, okay, sure. His main is Zen, he can land those headshots, he can land hits with Zen, he's good at Zen. He gets his discords on the right targets, he heals the right targets, and he ults properly, and he's a good Zen. He's at Diamond playing Zen. But his team's forced him to play Lucio, and so what happens? Well, they lose the match, and they think, well, why'd we lose the match? It's not necessarily Lucio's fault, it's not his fault entirely, but maybe the extra little bit of value they would have gotten out of him playing Zen would have tipped them over the point where they would have won the match. Might have been a close match. What would have won them the match? Maybe if their Lucio had been playing the hero that he'd actually been comfortable with. Wouldn't have been a big deal, you might have lost the speed boost, but the value from the speed boost might not have been as great as the value that you would have gotten out of that guy being good at Zen. What I'm trying to get at here, I went on a bit there, I'm sorry, but what I'm trying to get at is it doesn't matter what hero they're playing, as long as they're playing a hero that they are comfortable with, you are much, 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 much more likely to win. This is so much more prevalent at lower skill ratings. You can walk into a match with no healers at all. I'd say Platinum is where team comp actually starts to matter. Team comp literally doesn't matter, I'd say, until Plat. But if you're below Plat and you're looking to climb into Plat, you can use the wackiest, shittiest team comp in the world. You could go Torbjorn, Sombra, Torbjorn, Sombra, Widowmaker, Hanzo, Bastion, Mei as your team comp, and you would win if all of your heroes that have been played are really, really, the players are good at what they're playing. It's not necessarily representative of the fact that players under Plat are bad, but it's just team comp matters so little compared to the amount that people playing what they're good at matters. I'm not good at Reinhardt, I'll freely admit that, and I lose so many matches because I just think, we need a Rein here. I know in my head that, I think, God damn, we need a Rein, but it just, no one's picking Rein. Fuck, I'll play Rein. That happens so much, in fact, he's my second most played hero this season. What do you know? I've got a 38% win rate on Rein. I'm not very good at him at all. I'm very bad at him, in fact. And so when I get into those matches, I'm sitting there with my shield up. I'm doing what I think is supposed to be done, but I don't have maybe the knowledge required or the timing required. I just don't have that extra little bit of spice needed to get to to get to the win necessary. So it's important to play what you're good at. So I'll leave this Reddit post in the description down below. There's quite a bit more data in there you guys can go look at. It's really, really interesting. Just FYI, he is playing in Plat. This might not necessarily be true for Diamond or Masters. I would say this is true for Diamond. I don't think there's much difference personally. In my personal experience, there's not been much difference between Plat and Diamond players in terms of like skill. Team comp obviously matters a lot more as you go up, but I'd say team comp matters from Plat to Diamond, and then team comp is crucial in Masters and above. But that's off of my vague personal experience, so don't take that with any, don't quote me on that rather. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.